to California, seeing the sights and people there.
Well, okay, I've got my Phantom ready to go. I've got my Fat Sharks, and whoa, what's this? Huh? I think we have a package here. And it looks like it's from B&H. Photo, video, and drones. Let's see what's in. Can't wait. Is it what I think it is? I've been waiting for this for 2 months for this moment. But wait, there's more. Let's see what's inside. Man, there's just package after package. Car charger. And last, but certainly not least, is, yeah, the Mavic Pro. Okay, this is that magic moment. Come on, baby. What we got? Oh, isn't that looking good? Ha ha ha! Nice flight controller. Oh yeah. Put your mobile phone right in here. And my iPhone 6 Plus is going to look good right there. Well, okay, I guess I'm good to go. Okay, so we are outside and we're going to try flying the Mavic this afternoon. And in fact, it's getting late in the afternoon, but the good news is, first off, there is not a lot of winds. Now, we can take a look at our applications to find out some more advanced thing for those of you who are interested in GPS, interference from the sunspots, the KP index. We're not going to get into that. That's for another video. But the basic things is like, take a look at the Mavic. Have a nice level spot. Don't want to have it in the grass, so I'm on some gravel here, but I've got actually a pad there that we use for place setting upside down, and that's where I'm going to take off from. Okay, next is, do we have an area that's free from obstructions? Yeah, we've got the house here, so we're not going to get all the GPS satellites, but with both the GPS and the GLONASS, we're going to have more than enough satellites. It should be able to do synchronization. I've done an initial calibration of the compass inside. Wouldn't be bad for us to do it again, so we're going to do that. So I don't see any kids or dogs. Well, our dog is over on the other side. Grace, take a look over on the other side. Is Kaliki going to be okay for us? Kaliki, are you going to be okay over there? You do a good stay. Okay. So I think we're all right there, and but if there were, we want to have people 50 feet away. Okay, we've got our FAA registration on, telephone number, address, and reward if found. Yes, that's a good idea. So hopefully we're not going to have a flyaway or other things. Shh, don't want to say that. So we're going to go ahead and first up, we're going to start up the application. And remember, we don't start up the drone first, just in case there was some kind of interference. We don't want it to be where it flies away based on somebody else's signals. So we're going to start up, and we push it once, a second time, and we have 100% battery. That's good. Now we're going to go ahead and start up our iPhone application. And on this one, you know, I've got a cover over it. It seems like it's going to be okay. So we're going to go ahead and see if we can get it starting. And look for the application under my drone applications, DJI Go 4. We have the application on. I felt the vibration, which means we're okay here. So now we're going to go ahead and start up the Mavic. Press once and again. We have 4 bars of battery. That should be good. We'll watch it do its initial calibration. Now we don't want to be bumping it around and moving it a lot. We want the IMU, the navigation unit inside, to have some time and just to do its thing. Now if we come around on the back of it here, you'll take a look. We've got flashing yellow lights. Then we can see we've got some green lights winking. Oh, that was quick. On my Phantom, it might take a minute, 2 or 3 minutes, but it's acquired satellites already, and that's a good thing. Now notice here on the remote controller, we are in the beginner mode. And over on the side, we are not in the sports mode. No, we are in the what is the P mode? Yes, for professionals. No, for where it has the in front navigation as well as the side for collision avoidance. Worst comes to worst. So that's good. Okay, I just saw it where it did the wink after it warmed up for about a minute. It did the wink, and you want to wait until you see that blink, 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 blink. And when it's ready, it should be a slow green, and that's what we've got there. Okay, so next up would be to do a compass calibration. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and do the compass calibration, and over here in the upper right in the green, ready to go. And we have compass calibrate. Yes, okay. Okay, so the compass stance is what we're going to do next, and that means we are going to take the Mavic and we're going to spin it around. Notice how I've got it flat. You don't want to be wobbling all around. Just make it on the same plane as the Earth's surface, and when it gets one full turn, it says green. It says that's good. Now we're going to face it downward and we're going to spin it one more time, 360 degrees, and it says counterclockwise, but guess what? It works clockwise also. Okay, so we're good to go. One thing I forgot to say is that before you turn on the Mavic Pro, you want to take off the gimbal cover and the gimbal and camera retainer. You don't want it to be when you turn it on where it starts to do a calibration, move all around, that it can't do that because you've got it restricted, which isn't really very good for the servo motors. But I won't say that I've ever done that. Shh. Okay, so we are theoretically good to go. Now, if there were other people around, like I said, we would want to say clear the field, make sure that we don't have anybody that's bothering us or things like that. We want to stay focused before we take off. And you remember, when we take off, what we do is we take the two controllers, the two sticks, and we bring them in together at a lower angle. So this one's going to go down to about 4 o'clock. This one's going to go down to about 8 o'clock. So let's see what happens here. Ready to take off. Okay, at this point, it's started up. We have our green winking lights in the back. We've done our compass calibration just to be sure that if something should happen, we'd have to do a return to home. It knows where home is, right? We don't want to think if home is doing a return to China or something like that, right? Okay, well, so the left stick, up to go up, forward to go forward. All right. Grace, are you ready?
Ready.
Okay, here we go. Gonna take off. Now, don't be afraid if you're gonna do it in the manual mode like I am, to go ahead and give some of the stick. Don't think you have to just barely touch it. Go ahead and let her go up for about the first 10 feet. Here we go. Looks like it's hovering just fine. You're taking it down, not in beginner mode. Don't take it down as fast as it goes and expect it to stop instantly, because you might get prop wash. Prop wash is not a good thing because it won't stop if it's caught in its own venturi. Now, experts, I suppose, that don't care for all of their fingers, no, not really, they might try doing a hand catch. It's a little easier on a Phantom than it is on the Mavic since there's not a lot of clearance. So we're going to try doing a landing here. Let's see how we do. I'm going to go ahead and do a little turnaround here. If you don't have a lot of satellites, what's going to happen is it's going to be a little bit harder to do that. Now the downward navigation, it should be pretty good, and so I'm going to see if I can hit the spot here. And I turn around, it's a little easier for me to navigate when it's facing outward for me. Okay, down, over, down, go down.
Yay!
Now to stop it, you want to take the left joystick and put it down for about 2 seconds, and that's when it says shut off the motors. So okay, the beginner, we seem to have passed the first test. Thank you, Lord, and we are ready to do some more. Okay, that's it for now.
Have you been to California? Seen the sights and people there? Walked the streets of sleepy sea towns, tasted salty ocean air.